We're not all called to be famous in this life, but we are all called to be important to someone or something. And today, I hope to share with you how that already is true for you and how you can make it even more true in your life going forward. How this happened for me was back in the day when I was a little kid. I had these dreams like all kids have. I wanted to be a minister or a superhero. The one thing we all had in common when we were kids is we wanted to be or do something important. And as life happened, we kind of lost that, and then we started to maybe believe we weren't important enough. But the truth is, we are important enough, already as we are. And I want to share with you today how you can share that then with the rest of the world. Growing up, I had your garden variety of suicide and depression. Who doesn't at some point in their life? And what got me through all that darkness that seemed to cover my heart and dark cloud that followed me everywhere was every once in a while there would be someone, friend, family member, sometimes even a complete stranger would come up to me and they would tell me of this light that they saw inside of me that was shining, and I'd be like, what the heck are you talking about? I am stuck in darkness, but they'd just talk about this light and how I shone brightly and how they appreciated it. And I was like, wow, okay. So it got me thinking, and I had to really take a look and go, if I'm this depressed and people are still seeing this light come from me and seeing this beauty, there's got to be something to that. And so I started on a search to figure out and to find this beauty within myself. And the Rauf process is one of the ways that I came about it, by finding a group of Sufis and then going to school and learning the stuff that I'm teaching you with the Rauf process is what helped me see more and more of that light that is within me and allowing that light to come through more and more, inshallah, which means God willing. So one of the things I want to share with you today are some of the steps that you can take to bring about this brighter light that is already in you, but a way to let it shine forward. So the first thing I want you to do is take out some paper and a pen. Because what we're going to do for a second is I want you to, either you can pause the video now or you can do this later. But I want you to sit and contemplate and think about step 2 of the Rauf process, which is acknowledge the gifts you've been given and the qualities you contain. So I want you to make 2 columns on the paper. One column on the left can be gifts, the other is qualities. Gifts, what I mean by this here in this situation is things that you're passionate about, things that you love to do and you do well, whether it's cooking, poetry, novel writing, short stories, carpentry, computer programming. Even if you're great at playing video games, my goodness, I suck at video games. My nephews are really good at video games. Stuff like that. Those are gifts that you've been given. Second side will be qualities you contain. Things like you're a kind person, you're a loving person, you're compassionate, you're gentle, you're patient, you're merciful, you're nice to everyone you meet. Stuff like that. So just write down those things in those 2 columns, because that'll allow you to start to see more and more that light within you that you contain, that others are seeing as well and reflecting back to you, whether you realize it or not. All right, welcome to step 2. Hopefully you've done step 1, or at least got a good start on it, of recognizing and acknowledging your gifts and the qualities that you contain. Step 2 is where the real fun begins, because this is your opportunity now to take it out on the streets and show other people that you see within them their light. So I created shiners, not like the black eye, but something that shows your inner light that shines. Don't worry if you can't read this. It'll be on my website for you to download when you're done with this. It has directions on how to use it, and there's 4 different choices you get to choose from. Ooh, cool! So what you do is you cut it out, and then it looks like this, depending on how good you are at cutting it out. Alright? And then you can be creative in folding it. You can fold it into an origami turtle, which really I'm not good at origami. Or you can just do what I do, which is just fold it 3-fold way, put it in your wallet, carry it with you, so that whenever you see someone doing something that's worth noticing that they shined, give it to them. So it could be your waitress at the restaurant. You know, you don't have to wait till you're done eating, but you could just give it to her and go, "Whoa, you're shining! You just brought me extra potato chips. Thank you!" And then you fill it out. And you give it to her. And either, you know, you fold it in the origami, or you just do it regular. Whichever. Be creative with it. That's the fun. Be creative with how you use these and who you give them to and how you fill them out. The main thing is to start seeing all the beauty and the light that everyone is giving off and recognize it, because when you are able to acknowledge it in yourself and acknowledge it in others and be able to share with them that you saw it, it helps make them shine brighter as well as yourself. It's a bonus. 2 for 1. You can't go wrong with a 2-for-1 bonus like this, because it brings more light and love into the world. So this is what I'm asking of you to do. I'm asking you to do a couple simple things. 1, step 2 in Rauf, which is acknowledge. Acknowledge your gifts and your qualities. And then step 3, which is understand. And with that understanding part, that's where you take the shiners and you're sharing them with other people, because you're understanding that as you see your light shine, you're seeing their light shine, and you want to brighten the world and make it better. So come on, join me in spreading more light and love in the world. This can be fun! And then, what would be really cool is if you tell me your stories of how you've used this. There's space underneath on the website. Underneath this video, you can share with all of us what you did, how you did. You know, all that kind of cool stuff. Did you, like, notice someone walking down the street? They picked up some garbage, put it in the garbage can, and you can go, "Shiner, man! You just earned a shiner because you're making the world prettier. Thank you!" Something simple like that. It's exciting. It's a chance to just recognize within all of us that beauty. So again, remember, we're not all called to be famous, but we are all called to be important to someone or something. And this is a way for you to show it. To show truly the importance and the beauty of the light that you carry, sharing that with the world, and helping others see it more in themselves as well. So please come with me on this journey of spreading the light and the love in the world. Acknowledge your gifts and your qualities, and then share the shiners with the world. Thank you. Have an awesome time shining.